Alright, so we're going to make a pattern today in Photoshop, and this will be the first step we're going to use to make our room that we're going to draw in perspective. So we're going to end up using our pattern here that we make as our floor tiles. So we're going to start out by making a square because our tiles are going to be a square, although they don't have to be. And we can do whatever we want in here, but let's start out with a gradient. I'm going to make the tiles a little lighter. I don't usually want really dark tiles. It's kind of a little bit odd. And I'm going to undo that because I just am noticing here, you can see there's a transparency going on here. So always check your tool options here for your tool to see what you've got going on. Okay, I'm going to start right in the corner with this gradient. I'm going to take my shape. We're going to cover this other technique here, I guess, as well. We're going to modify our selection. We're going to contract it by let's try 15 pixels. See what it looks like. Okay, that looks all right. I'm going to go and just redraw my gradient. Select. Let's do this again. Contract. We'll go with this direction now, and we'll do this one more time, and down to here. So let's make this smaller again by let's try like a whole bunch here, and let's make a circular radial gradient, roughly from the center here going out. Let's go out even more. There we go. So let's say this is our tile that we're going to be using. Let's say this is our tile that we're going to be using. Not the prettiest tile perhaps, but let's use it for our example. So we're going to set this as a pattern. Okay, so first step, we need to select our object here. So we're going to go really close and select it right around the edges. Although, if you want space, like a grout line between our tiles, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to leave a space around the edge. Let's do that. Okay. So we could take a guess here, or you could zoom in and you could set up some guides and or grids or something. Okay, if we wanted to, we can visually see that this is actually a bit off, but let's try to fix that up a bit. All right, we're going to take off bottom section here, just a little bit of this. Okay, that looks pretty close for us. All right, so the idea here now, we're going to define pattern from selection. Okay, it's going to be called pattern 41. You can change that if you want. And oh, I forgot to do something. We'll see what the problem is here in a minute. Let's deselect this. We're going to make a new layer. That's okay. This will serve as a good reminder for us, for you guys. Okay, we can take our fill tool and check off pattern up here. And then at the very bottom, we should find our newest pattern that we've created. We fill it. We'll see here is the spaces that we added, leaving the grout line. Now the problem is, of course, this is way too big for our pattern. Okay, you'd need a big document to make this small looking. So let's undo this. We'll undo this. What we want to do first is make our pattern smaller, of course. And now we can go and make our selection here. The problem, of course, depending on how small it is and the resolution you set up in your file, is the edges might become a little blurry here. Okay, as we can see on this side here. So just decide where you want your edge to be though. And now we're going to redefine this as pattern again. Edit, define pattern from selection, pattern 42. Okay, we'll make a new layer, deselect this, turn this off, get our paint bucket tool, get our new pattern, and here we go. Okay, so here's how we're going to make our pattern for our tiles. I think that's it for this video. The next part we'll check out what we're going to do with this.